Hey, how's it going, everybody? My name is Aaron J. Holt, back at it again with another React video. Now, as you guys know, I am subscribed to Lydia the Bard, and she has been putting out some awesome Disney villain songs. In fact, recently, she uploaded Dolores's villain song from Encanto, which I absolutely want to react to, and I want to react to all of the Disney villain songs that she's put out. And so today we are going to be reacting to Belle's villain song, Tale as Old as Time. It was uploaded 5 months ago and has 3.3 million views as of this recording, you guys. Wow. Before I react to it, let's go through the description, because I learned that the hard way with Anna's villain song. So I'll be putting it up right here. So let's check it out. Here we go. Belle's villain story. Belle has always been the smartest person in her village, perhaps even the smartest person in the province, but she never held that against anyone. Even when everyone in the village thought she was strange and spoke about her when they thought she couldn't hear, she did her best to simply ignore the whispers and get lost in a book instead. Of course, it bothered her that people spoke about her, but as long as she ignored them, they were harmless, until they weren't harmless anymore. Ooh. Belle began receiving advances from men that couldn't even hope to be her match. Arrogant, brainless Gaston hadn't so much as picked up a book since he was a child. How could he possibly think she'd marry him? Following this, her father was kidnapped and Belle imprisoned in his place by a terrifying beast. But no more terrifying than the beasts in her books. Belle isn't someone you want to get on the wrong side of, especially when it comes to her family. So did you really think she would go quietly after all the suffering she had endured at the village's hand? Well, this is where our tale differs from the original, and our version of Belle doesn't take kindly to being locked away, and she certainly doesn't take kindly to those mistreating her father. She isn't in a forgiving mood, and so hardens her heart and makes a different decision. Wow. KDW1011, if you're watching this, you're in for a treat. All right. And so our story follows a similar trajectory to the original, except our Belle isn't falling in love. She's plotting revenge. Da, da, da. Locked away, Belle bides her time, playing the part of the perfect little prisoner, getting along with her guards, nursing the beast's wounds, putting up just enough of a fight to make it seem realistic, when in actual fact, she was gathering information and looking for her perfect moment and weapon of choice, which is when she found the rose. Oh boy. Beast's not gonna like that. Did they all really think I was going to help them? They locked someone away, locked my father away, and expect not to face any consequences? Their fate was sealed as soon as they locked me away. You truly think I'll forgive that? I've been mistreated by men who wish to marry me my whole life. My family has been mistreated for far too long. I am better, smarter, more intelligent than all of them combined. Shots fired. And it's about time I embrace that. I'll ensure we're never underestimated again. The last part. So Belle tricks the beast and the castle's inhabitants into thinking she was falling in love with him. Simply killing the beast wouldn't do, but offering him the thing he most desires and then removing it at the last moment? Yes, that'll do nicely. Soon, no one would mistreat her or her family ever again. They will be too afraid. They will never underestimate Belle again. Soon, everyone will see Belle's true strength, but at the cost of her own humanity? Yeah. Because you gotta be careful. Because, in getting revenge, you know, there's always this risk of losing who we are when we're getting revenge. But on the other hand, I had never really thought about Belle like that, or anyone except for Elsa, in terms of, you know, what all of this is doing to their own mental health. Because, of course, Belle has had to put up with, you know, people saying, oh, she's odd, you know, she doesn't fit in, you know, she shouldn't be reading books, you know, that kind of thing. And just, yeah, there's always so much that you can deal with, and it just builds and builds and builds until finally it pops its top like, like you put Mentos in a Diet Coke and the pressure just builds and builds and builds until finally blows its top. Mentos and Diet Coke, or a volcano, if you will. But yeah, this is going to be interesting because it just makes you wonder, what was all going through their mind and how much they've, suppressed their feelings. It's not good to suppress your feelings, but this is definitely taking a look into, and it's going to be awesome, guys. And I'm going to react to the Dolores video eventually. It came out just this past weekend. I'll react to it very soon, but for now, we're going to react to this. Let's get started. Because Lydia has never let me down before, and I'm not about to start now. Or I should say, she's not about to start now. Yeah. I expect nothing less than awesome from this. Here we go. In 3, 2, 1, action. Even her face,
Taylor's orders time, true as it can be.
Oh, jeez.
Watch the petals fall, desperate as you crawl on your knees to me. It's your final page, fairy tale complete. You see, in this world we're merely players, but the truth is I'm the beauty, you're the beast. Ever just the same, ever a surprise. I've seen this before, falling at my door.
Jeez, Gaston.
For your prize. You thought we're a match, sweetheart, I am far smarter than that. There is no one living that can challenge me. You're unworthy, that love is a fact. What a genius plan. Truly, did you think this through? Trap the smartest girl in all the land.
Shouldn't have done that.
Let you all believe I would go quietly while I sat and planned my hand. I have not spent my life reading books, my hours studying to be some desperate prince's lonely wife. Wanna lock me away? Well, by all means have your fun with that, but I will be the author of my life. So to hell with your flower, you're all idiots for thinking that you'd really make it out of this alive. Tale as old as time, you are nothing but a monster to me. Less than nothing, you're not worth my pity. Not even one of you is a rival to what I can do. Underestimated all this time. Don't you get it? This is my design. I've made all my moves seconds from the truth.
Oh, jeez. Oh, Gaston. You have no idea. Thank you for watching.
Taylor's orders time, true as it can be.
Dang. That actually was much darker than I actually thought it was going to be. Just love those minor keys, man. But that was, holy crap, I got shivers. That was much, much darker than I thought it was going to be. You see how, like, the mascara is just, like, bleeding down from her eyes? Oh, man. But, yeah, it's like you think she's gonna put up with it? She's endured all this stuff, and it's like, locking away the smartest girl in the world. Yeah, not a good idea. And actually, it reminds me of the What If series for Disney books. It's the book called, I think it's like As Old as Time, I believe the book is called, where it explores that, what if the enchantress that cursed the beast was Belle's mother? And I remember a section of that book where, Belle actually touched a petal on the rose because she wasn't sure, why it was enchanted. And all of a sudden, all the petals fell and, time had run out right then and there. It was basically after the Be Our Guest number. And so after that, the beast sat down and told Belle what the whole deal was with the rose and how he'd been cursed and all that. And how he was supposed to find true love, like to love and be loved in return by the time before the last petal fell. And I remember saying, well, considering how many petals were left on that rose, it didn't seem like, I was going to fall in love with you in like a month or so or something like that. I haven't read the book in a while. But she has a point, How am I supposed to fall in love with you when there's so little time left, Mrs. Potts said it, really best. Love doesn't happen overnight. These things take time. And you think she's going to fall in love with you after you imprisoned her father, and then once he let her father go, he put her in his place? It's like, I wouldn't love anyone if they did that to me. If they put one of my parents in prison and I had to trade my place with theirs and all that. But yeah, it's like, yeah, Gaston just doesn't seem to realize that no means no, But yeah, and that's what I wish. I actually wish that, we'd have like a more in-depth of what Belle goes through, like a movie or a series in how much she goes through and if she takes this particular path, because oh my gosh. And she doesn't even take into account the lives of Lumiere, Cogsworth, Mrs. Potts, Chip, Babette, the feather duster, or the wardrobe, because you saw that as soon as, she smothered the rose and all that, the beast became really feral, and then all of the household servants became inanimate objects, like they couldn't move or talk or anything. They just became ordinary house pieces, and it's like, it's hard to believe that, that it's, well, not hard to believe, it's shocking, actually, that she doesn't take them into account. Like, they weren't to blame for this. They're just servants, It's like, and he's the prince, How can servants go against a prince? And it's just, wow. I loved it, Lydia. This one was much darker than the ones I've reacted to so far. Holy crap. I loved it. And especially the drawing, well, it's not animation, but the artwork, especially at the end when Gaston was coming across the bridge and he saw like Belle with that evil look on her face, and all of a sudden the beast just comes and just right by the camera. It's like, holy crap. I never thought of that. Like, I never actually thought of that. Like, if the servants became inanimate objects, like they weren't, the objects that they were during the curse, if the curse had run out and then they turned into inanimate objects, just ordinary household objects, the beast going feral. Like, oh my gosh. I don't even want to think about what would happen. Couldn't whistle there. Can I whistle or not? There we go. Okay. But yeah, this was an awesome video to react to, Lydia. 2 thumbs up, as always. And I look forward to reacting to the Dolores video, because it's one thing that Mirabelle goes through a villain arc, but I never actually thought of others in that movie going through the villain arc. Although, again, they could, And not just Dolores, all of them, except for Abuela. But all of them because she has such high standards for them, and you know, they're not wanting to disappoint her. You know, Luisa and Isabella and Dolores, Peppa, Bruno, Julieta, and what's the shape-shifting guy? Holy crap, I'm blanking on his name right now. What's his name? Crap, I feel bad for forgetting the shape-shifting guy's name. What was his name? Let me look it up first. Let me look it up. Okay? Just give me a sec here, guys. My internet is slow. Okay? Come on, what you got? Here we go. Okay. Okay. Encanto characters. Here we are. Luisa, Dolores, Camilo. Yes, Camilo. But yes, Camilo. That's the name of him. That's his name. Yeah. But yeah. But yeah, like, not just Mirabelle, every single one of them who got their gifts, you know, Abuela just has like this huge expectation. It's like no matter how high you aim, her expectations are always higher, you know? So yeah, I actually hope that Lydia does villain songs for like the other Encanto kids, you know? Luisa, Isabella, Camilo, Antonio, how can I forget Antonio? Oh my gosh, you guys, I'm having one of those days. Oh my gosh. All right, well, I hope that Lydia makes villain songs for each of them, because it's worth going into their backstories as well, what they must have gone through trying to please Abuela and not meeting her standards, because that would be awesome to investigate. But I will be reacting to Dolores's villain songs soon, very soon. All right, well, that being said, I'm going to end this video here, so thank you guys so much for watching this video. I know it was especially long with me talking here. I apologize, but I like to go in depth with this stuff. So, thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you liked it, be sure to give it a big thumbs up. Let me know down in the comments below how you think I'm doing, what other videos you want me to react to. Just remember, please keep the comments kind. Also, be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to get notified about my latest videos. Thanks again so much for thank you so much for watching, you guys, and I'll see you all in the next video. Roll the outro!